It's got nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with regular people. It's got to do with stealing those natural resources to enrich him and his buddies. Now we learn the group's support was likely transactional. It's homeless and old people who can't make ends meet who can suddenly eat at a restaurant they've never been to before, said Tom Amtoft, who has lived in Nuuk for 28 years. He recognizes several of the faces in the photos from the visit to Hotel Hans Agid. All they have to do is put on a cap and be in the Trump staff's videos. They are being bribed, and it is deeply distasteful. DR News reported on others who were able to identify individuals who traded support for a nice meal at a hotel. Trump's team found one of the men living under a bridge. This isn't the first time Trump has staged events. Midas Touch has exposed many staged events during Trump's campaign: staged pizza delivery, fake union workers, fake construction workers, staged customers at fast food restaurants. Why would Trump staged events take a break just because he won? Yeah, I remember when he first launched his campaign, there was a lot of people who were paid to be in the audience. Remember when he came down the escalator and then gave his speech? A lot of those people were paid to hold up pro-Trump signs. Look, this is what it is. This is who he is, right? If there's not the real support, they will fake the support, and they will effectively fake it till they make it, and will stop at nothing to get their way. And that's a terrifying thought. By the way, a lot of people think like, oh, does he actually mean this stuff about Greenland and the Panama Canal? No, he doesn't. By the way, none of this was brought up at all on the campaign trail, period. Zero. None. Nothing. And now all of a sudden it's like his number one thing. So, oh, no, he doesn't mean it. He's just being controversial. That's actually not true. Jeet here had a good piece about this. For those of you who don't know, Pat Buchanan was the original paleoconservative. He was sort of the ideological precursor to Trumpism, right? And he also took the position like, hey, forget about the Middle East, forget about the wars overseas. We don't want to deal with that part of the world. But what we do want is hemispheric dominance. So in other words, everything in our hemisphere, he thinks this really is rightfully the United States. We should control all of this, right? So what fits into that framework? Certainly taking back the Panama Canal fits into that framework. All the tough talk about Canada fits into that framework. And yeah, Greenland, you can make an argument, hey, it's close enough, this should be ours, but they want it for the natural resources. But in other words, the idea, like the paleocons are actually not isolationists, they're not non-interventionists. They're a different kind of warmonger, a different kind of warhawk, right? They might care less about the Middle East and that part of the world, but they care even more about, say, South America and feeling like we have the rights to everything in South America, natural resources wise, right? And we have the rights to the Panama Canal and we have the rights to Greenland. So, yeah, he could actually mean it. He could actually mean it. And remember, guys, now there are no brakes in the car anymore. There are no reasonable establishment voices to try to steer in the right direction. Maybe you can make an argument Susan Wiles is the last one, but these people get railroaded all the time. It happened last time, too, when he was in there. So many of the people who tried to keep the train on the tracks, they were booted eventually. And so now who's going to tell him no now if everybody around him is a fucking loyalist? Nobody's going to tell him no. Nobody's going to tell him no. There's going to be multiple massive crises in these next 4 years. Prepare yourself for it mentally. It's coming.
Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.